Okay, guys, so this is your afternoon update on February 10th. We wait. There is a big vote tomorrow on the amendments, and we'll see what happens tomorrow. That's my secret intel on the ground and in text, because my secret agent man has somebody in chat that can answer questions. And today I had a lot of detailed questions because we thought a clock started ticking after they read something twice. If nothing else is done, it is law, and the president can just sign it after 15 days. That clock started February 4th, in my opinion, and in my intel sources. I could be wrong. I don't know. But this is his chat. In chat, he said, there's an article about restructuring the Rafidian Bank and the Trade Bank of Iraq, plus they are waiting for the HCL and budget. My question was, wasn't that supposedly already done? He said, only partially correct until it is printed in the Gazette. We all know they print in the Gazette on Wednesdays and Saturdays. Guys, it's like there's a lot of things up in the air that could be part of it, or I think the CBI could release it any time. So according to my intel sources on the street, they said, and it said, what did he say? After 15 days from the 4th, that means the 19th, it says that is when the president can sign and pass it without Parliament. Then it goes into the Gazette. Then it's done. Then he said, tomorrow is the vote in Parliament on the budget law amendments. Tomorrow is the vote in Parliament. And I also did some detailed articles about what's going on with the other ones and how the court can't stop it. They've been releasing some prisoners associated with the amnesty law. So, guys, they're moving forward is the point. He said, if you think about it, Iraq is like early America when all of America was inhabited by the country and how many tribes there were there until the Spanish and Europeans came. So basically, they're trying to bring together all the tribes. I did those articles this morning. I did do a couple timestamps because I had to go see the horses because tomorrow it's a very busy day for my husband and I, and the puppy. The new puppy is great. So right as I was getting ready to leave, and I had to end it because we had to go see the horses when we could, and we want to have a nice relaxed dinner. What do you have for dinner? We're gonna get food made. Iraq has climbed one spot in the global ranking of countries with the largest gold reserves, reaching the 28th position out of 100 nations, according to the latest data from the World Gold Council. It says the February report shows that Iraq advanced from 31st place globally and now ranks 4th in the Arab world, following Saudi Arabia, Lebanon, and Algeria. You notice Kuwait isn't above Iraq in that, and their currency is 325. I'm just saying. I know they're different countries, they're different sizes, but it's funny that some of the articles I went through is the bilateral work with Kuwait, and one currency's here and one's down here. It doesn't really make sense that can continue for very long. It says Iraq increased its gold holdings to 162.7 metric tons, accounting for 12.7% of its total reserves, the data showed. The United States remains the world's largest holder of gold with 8,133 metric tons, followed by Germany 3,351 tons, Italy 2,452 tons, and France 2,437 tons. At the bottom of the list is Trinidad and Tobago, 1.9 tons. So I thought you'd like that for all you gold bugs out there. And then, let's see, Brazil's, led by Iraq and Gulf states, Brazil's machinery exports to the Arab world hit 722 million. 4 Arab nations, including Iraq, accounted for 84% of Brazil's machinery and equipment exports to the Arab world, according to the Brazilian Association of Machinery and Equipment Industry. Guys, there's so many markers that says Iraq is ready to revalue. It's like we're all waiting. But I think it's done. That's what faith tells you, because remember, faith is the substance of things hoped for but not yet seen. So I hope you will subscribe and tap the bell, because I work really hard to get you all the fastest summaries on the net. I did see a miracle on the way to the barn. We saw a bald eagle. The Eagles won yesterday, and then on the way back, the same bald eagle we saw. That's never happened to and from the farm. Same bald eagle in the same place, just sitting there staring at us. Was pretty miraculous. I did an order for my good friend Barbara, and it was 11616, which is 1 and 6 is 7. It's 2 sevens, 1, 7, and 7, if you look at numbers that way. And also my live stream this morning was 2, 11, and 20. So there was 3 twos in it, which is miracle, signs, and wonder, because it was 2 hours, 11 minutes, and 20 seconds. And 11 is 2 if you add it together. And so that's 222, which is miracle, signs, and wonders. This is the month of miracles in my life. We closed on this house in that month of February back in 2003. Jesus showed up in my Jeep, February 22nd of 2000. Right? So there's been a lot of miracle signs and wonders this month. Do you believe in miracle signs and wonders? Are you seeing any miracle signs and wonders? I want you to comment down below if you're seeing miracle signs and wonders. There was something else I thought that was a miracle sign. My horses were so sweet. I posted some videos. My husband also took a couple videos. I'll post them a little bit later. If you want to see horses, comment down below if you love the horses, or if you love dogs, or if you love both, comment down below. Also, comment down below, what are you having for dinner? We are going to eat out tonight, because last night we made dinner. Tonight we're going to just order out. Mark Z says, any good RV news, Mark? Some are saying today may be our day. Mark Z said that this morning. He said, I'm hearing that, but maybe a couple days premature, but not far off. Frank 26, Firefly. Mr. Sammy says, we have made it to the finish line. We just need to cross it now. Frank says, I tend to agree with you, Mr. Sammy, and I'm feeling the same way Frank's feeling. But again, faith is a substance of things hoped for but not yet seen. Do you have faith? Comment down below that it's done before you see it. That's faith. You believe it before you see it. That's part of manifestation. So he also said, I use the example of Neil Armstrong walking down the ladder of the lunar module. He has one foot on the step of the ladder, but the other foot is already touching the surface of the moon. We are simply waiting for the other foot to also touch the surface. Now, there's depends on whether you believe that was actually real. You know what I'm saying? I don't know. There's so many things, guys. I've been down so many rabbit holes the last 4 years. Anybody else? But I came out for air, and I'm just like, back to life, back to reality, back to life, back to reality. I'm also here to keep you light and happy and joyful, because the joy of the Lord is your strength. Also, the kingdom is righteousness, peace, and joy. So if you can't find any joy, I hope my content will help you be joyful every day, or at least give you a lift to your spirit. Sandy Ingram says, for Iraq, non-oil revenue, which include taxes, customs, and earnings from sectors outside of hydrocarbons, rose nearly 12% in total revenues the first 9 months of 2024, up from about 7% before the approval of Iraq's landmark 3-year budget in 2023. The rise in non-oil revenues is attributed to increased import customs, expanded taxes, and contributions from the housing, transport, and construction sectors. There's a lot of other things going on, guys. What is it? Oh, one of the articles I did this morning, the detailed articles you can always see from my live stream. They are expected to have biometric voting systems installed 45 days before the next parliamentary elections, which are going to be January 2026. So that they have 45 days before those elections to get that stuff up and running. So like I said, state of the art. Did you ever thought you'd have it see a day where there'd be biometric voting in Iraq? That's what we need here. What do you think? Comment down below. I think that's coming here too. Anyways, I just think that's interesting. So now we go to Claire. Article, non-oil GDP growth in 2024 will raise national investments in 2025. Al-Sudani's advisor said, quoted, Mazar Salih, the prime minister's advisor for financial affairs, confirmed the growth in the non-oil GDP, which reached 6% in 2024, will positively reflect on the strength of national investment in 2025. The Iraqi economy will witness a high investment boom in 2025 thanks to the economic accelerator factor in the investment field, in addition to the high positive growth. I'm just reading their summaries. I'm like, yep, that's the past, but we know we're moving into the future. And I always get these breaking stories way before they do. I don't know what's going on, like at least 2 to 3 days. I think it's because I've just got the guys on the ground there, and they're high up in the military there. Also, Mark Z, there's another comment here. Question, so no tax on our exchanges? Mark Z says, I don't think we'll be taxed, but be prepared just in case. Prepare for the worst and expect for the best. I think that was a wise thing to say. Mountain Goat says, article, economists, Washington's policies toward Iraq prevented the revival of its financial resources. Will Trump change this Obama-Biden era foreign policy towards Iraq? This is the only way, and I mean the only way, we'll see the RV in short order. The fact that Trump is a businessman before being a politician gives him the advantage to see the great potential for the American investment in Iraq. Oh, I'm sure he sees it. I'm sure he hasn't missed that, you know, he wants 100 days of wins. Look at all he's doing. He wants to far and above show that he's making progress, and getting rid of the national debt is one of his key goals. And if he did it in his first 100 days, you know how the Clintons did it. It was the Kuwaiti dinar revaluation. That's the only way they had a surplus back then. That's when it happened. And nobody knew that. Nobody knew that it was a Kuwaiti dinar revaluation. But we know now, right? Because with the internet, so many things have changed. And aren't you glad we've changed for the better? These new digital financial systems are the key to our wealth transfer, and then the key that we're all going to be safer. So guys, when you trust the new systems they're implementing, everything will be fine. You'll be happy. You'll be blessed. You'll feel free. And when you become a miracle manifestation member, I explain it all to you in a way that you can understand it very simply. So I hope to see you on my Zoom. My next Zoom is the 15th. I owe you some Bible study content in the beginning for my members, just for members only. The content God has been doing extra lately, I've been loading for everybody because I'm just led by the Spirit. So I'll load some more private membership content soon. You got my promise. Not today. I've been this puppy. Thank you for having patience with me, because the puppy takes a lot of energy, but I love her. She's so sweet. It's God's gift to us right now for all that we've been through, right? If you've been through a lot, comment down below. Hopefully my channel is helping you get through it until we can see this blessing finally come forth in Jesus Christ's name. Amen. Thank you, God, that the Iraqi dinar revaluation is done. I love you all. Bye.